Hello, this is Paladin Prepper, and I'm standing here in my Back to Eden garden, and it's November the 1st, 2012, and we've harvested everything. As a matter of fact, you can see we've taken all the Kentucky Wonders off of the clothesline bean pole, and something I needed to do was to do something about the excess rabbit poop I have, and the fact of the matter is, over here just past the chicken coop, hi girls, and just past maize, here is this is a pyramid composter, and I regularly put the rabbit trays, I dump them in this composter. Well, it is entirely full, and it's a Saturday and time to dump those again. And so it occurred to me that since rabbit poop already is safe enough to put in your garden at any time, but I really don't want to put it on top. Of course, if the pellets were dry, I could blend them up somehow. But what I've decided to do is to use my Paul Gauchi rake. Yes, there it is, the famous Paul Gauchi rake, and pull back sections here, or about a half of a row, and I'm just going to dump those rabbit dropping trays right there, and then cover them back up with the mulch. And then as the winter progresses, I guess I can go along and do exactly the same thing. Here's another whole section, and I can do that with each section. In fact, after I get done with this entire section, right around the corner is another entire section that I can do that with. So I just wanted to show that to you. And by the way, I have a shop here, and I saw something online recently that mentioned that there was someone that had some hoop houses, and it was winter time, and they wanted to heat the hoop houses, and they did that in a non-conventional way. What they did was, in order to heat their hoop houses, they simply made a compost pile inside the hoop house, and the bacteria, of course, the bacteria breaking down all that material generates heat, and that's what they were using to heat the hoop houses. Well, I'm going to go get a rabbit tray, and I'll be right back. Now, I want to just mention to you that I made a mistake, and that mistake was, you see, the rabbits like to munch on straw, and so I put straw in there in the rabbit cages. But if you put too much straw, it gets into the tray, but that's not the problem, getting it into the tray. If you put too much straw, there's a different problem. If you put too much straw for the rabbit to eat, then if they don't eat the straw quickly enough, it forms a mat. And then when they poop, that poop falls on the straw instead of falling down through the grating down into the tray, and then you have a problem. So now I'm going to spend the next little while emptying that tray and then cleaning out all of that straw and all of that rabbit poop, and I'm going to cut down the amount of straw I put in there. Now, by the way, I will mention here that one of my subscribers said to me, look, if you will line the tray with 2 or 3 layers of newspaper, then when you go to empty the tray, it's a lot easier to clean the tray out. Thank you very much for an excellent suggestion. It's true. When you dump it, it's a lot easier to get your rabbit tray cleaned and a lot less messy. You don't have to be washing the tray all out as much and having it splash on you and causing a mess. So appreciate that good suggestion on lining the rabbit trays with newspaper. So when you dump it out it's not as likely for the rabbit poop and slurry to stick to the tray and mess it up. Well, something just occurred to me, and I thought I would go ahead and share that with you as a tip. You see, now this particular rabbit right here, about a week ago, just bit the fire out of me and just about drew blood. And I thought sure that the upcoming Saturday was going to be the last day for this rabbit, but I forgave that rabbit, and it's still alive. I'll tell you what, as I'm cleaning this muck out of the cage here, I got just a little ray of inspiration, and you know, there are ice chippers, and this is has a long handle, if you haven't seen one before, and it's just like a hoe except for the end being bent. Imagine if that hoe is straight out, and so I can reach in there and I don't have to risk this rabbit biting me when I'm going in to retrieve that mound back there in the back. So I just thought I would mention to you that that's a handy tool to use for this.